back. Ugh. Shit, I just woke up like an hour ago. I gotta go fly a sign and then come back this way. Oh my God. Oh. And then I gotta get me a I gotta get me a hoodie today, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting cold right now. Temperatures are dropping. You can no longer walk around with just a t-shirt no more. Weather is changing already. Fall is upon us, man. Fall is upon us. Some pretty chick, she wanted me to go to church with her today. I don't know. I'm not trying to go to church. I don't really believe in God like that. You know, this female that was a 6 and looks, you know, she was like, you come to church with me today? Next Sunday, you'll come to church with me? You gonna come to church with me? I don't know. I mean, you're pretty and stuff, but I'm not trying to go to church with you. You know what I'm saying? She gave me like $20 one time. You know, when I fly a sign, I see her all the time. Yeah, man, we gotta chase this bag to the end of the road, you feel me? Oh my God. Here we go again. Up in the morning. I slowed down on the drinking, and I'm proud of myself, man, because looking much better in the face. I don't look all, you know, drunk and shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. I might have a drink tonight. I might not. Shit, I might go another day without drinking. Matter of fact, I am. Shit. I'll go one more day. That'll be 3 days without drinking. You know. Oh, God. But yeah, so we're making progress, man, and I'm leaning out already. Just 1 week of like cutting back on drinking, I'm already starting to lean the fuck out. My fucking 6-pack is coming in even harder. But we got to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to change, man, because things can't stay the same. You know, I want to look as attractive as possible. You know, what's up? What is Sean Brazy? You know, Sean Brazy. What's up? These incel ninjas don't want to change. Yeah, like, but the thing is, man, it's hard being a sub 5 man I know what, bro. I been watching a lot of like incel cartoons and stuff and videos, about incels and Chads and Stacy's and shit. And what these guys don't understand is that they don't have the looks, so they gotta have the brains. You feel what I'm saying? Like I remember I saw this one incel cartoon. This fat dude, he was in class and he was getting made fun of by the Chads and the Tyrones and shit in the background. And this other guy who was a nerd, he was like, "Don't worry about it, bro. They might got the girls, but we get the grades or whatever. they might got the women, but we get the grades." So when you're not good looking as a man, you have to succeed and achieve. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't succeed. You have to succeed and achieve things. You know what I'm saying? That means you can't afford to be not disciplined. You feel what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I get it, man. I was sub 5 when I was overweight, fat. About how many years ago? That was like 7 years ago. So I understand what it is to be sub 5. And women don't want no parts of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 7 years ago is when I got the fattest I have ever got in my whole entire life. I kid you not. I had fat on top of fat, on top of fat, on top of fat mounted on my face, bro. It was horrible. Bro, women ran away from me, bro. You feel me? Women ran away. So I get it. I get some of you guys who are sub 5. You feel like that is over. And even if you hit the gym, it's not going to work, right? Like short ball guy, the gym not going to help him. He's still short. You feel what I'm saying? So the bag is what's going to help a lot of you guys. And guys that are like average looking like me. And some of you guys. Because some of you guys that come around here, you're average men. You're between a 5 and a 7. You feel what I'm saying? 5, 6s, and 7s, right? So you can't afford to like waste your life and don't change the things that's causing you to fail. Like he didn't succeed, he should come out of jail like a changed man. Like I'm willing to go to school and better myself, become a doctor, a lawyer, or chase Hollywood, become a comedian or a voiceover guy, an actor or something. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and do nothing your whole entire life, bro, that's the worst thing you can do for it. So if you are a guy that's sub 5, you gotta know that you're not privileged like Chaz and Tyrones. They got good looking privilege, bro. They got height and good looks, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have that luxury to not do anything. Chad and Tyrone, they could do whatever. They got the luxury because they got the looks. Oh boy, them cartoons be funny as hell too, man. I was watching this one incel cartoon where there was this fat dude. He was getting up in the morning and he went to his mom and said, "Mom, there's no more cheeseburgers for breakfast. I got $50 from Dad's wallet for lunch." She was like, "Okay, dear, don't worry about it. Have a good day." This motherfucker was fat as hell, boy. He was getting teased by all the kids in school. You know, just getting. And you know what? High school is like that though. Boy, high school is cruel, okay? People will talk about your imperfections, your weight, your height, just to put you down in high school, bro. I seen that shit, bro. They was like, look at this fat dude. He probably ate the whole entire cheeseburger vending machine. Everybody started laughing in the classroom. And then I guess he had got mad and decided to make a change, so he started to work out and lose the weight. I think he dropped about 150 pounds. It's one of those incel cartoons. It's called it's called Looks Maxing Bro or some shit like that. And then, and he started to lift weights and shit, right? And then he did a lot of chewing gum for jaw gains. And then he did some exercises for the eyes, for hunter eyes and shit. And then he got some of that Clearasil to clear all his pimples off his face, right? And skincare and all other stuff, man. So he did a lot of looks maxing, and then one day he came back to school, because first he was bald-headed, a bald-headed fat dude at that. And then he came to school looking like Chad and shit. He was 6'4", and all the Chads who was teasing him, they was like, their eyes got hella big, and there was a song in the background going, won't, 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 won't. He was like, what's up? He pulls up. He got hunter eyes now. He had a thin, he had a sharp jawline. He was 6'4". And then, and all the Chads was like, oh man, this can't be real, bro. He was like, this can't be real, bro. This can't be real. Is that him? And all the girls were like, oh my God, he's so handsome now. One of the chicks were like, hey, you want to go out for some tea or something? And he was like, shut your mouth. I still haven't forgot the way you treated me when I was ugly. And then there was another girl that asked him out, and he took her up on her offer, and then they went out, and before you know it, they pulled back up with a Lambo. A dude had a Lambo, and he had hair and shit, sharp jawline, hunter eyes, 6'4". All of a sudden, he made a transformation that's actually unrealistic, because nobody can go from sub 5 to like top tier, bro. Now you can go from sub 5 to like average looking at best, but you can't go from a 3 to a motherfucking goddamn 8 and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then he walked over, and then he walked over to like one of the because all the Chads was all of the Chads were we'll go back to what happened. All of the Chads were shorter than him. So he walked over to one of the Chads, and one of the Chads started like shaking in his boots and shit. He walked over, he said, hey, what's up? What's up, bro? He said, I'm 6'4" with a lean muscle mass. You have no chance against me. You don't stand a chance. And he was like, bro, he even talks in Chad. Boy, that's the greatest revenge, man. And that's the wishful thinking too, man. All of a sudden, 6'4". Before he was a short, fat dude, bro. Somehow he got taller. You know what I'm saying? He got tired of being picked on at school and shit. You know. And the incels, ninjas get mad when you tell them to do better. Yeah, like, it's like this, man. I keep telling niggas this all the time. Um, you have to do better when things are not going your way. You have to change things. Like me, I had to like calm down on drinking and shit, man, so my face can look better. And now my face looks better, as you can see in the picture. You know, I don't got no bags up under my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing weight because I take my passing my genetics seriously. You feel what I'm saying? And I tell dudes all the time, there's no room for being lazy and like not being productive. You feel what I'm saying? There's no room for that, bro. You feel me? Like, we get punished when we don't achieve things in life, bro. Especially if we're not Chad or Tyrone. These are only guys who can get away with not fucking looks maxing, not lifting weights. Chad don't even have to lift weight. Chad and Tyrone could just be tall and just have a lean muscle build. That's it. They don't have to go in the gym to pump iron. They don't have to money max. They already looks max to the fullest already. It's their genetics, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Them cartoons is funny as hell, boy. A lot of guys gotta understand that, man. We don't have that privilege, bro. You know, that good looks and tall height and, you know, nah, man, I'm under 6 feet tall, bro. You think I could get away with like being fat or being a drunk or something like that? I can't get away with those type of things. You know what I'm saying? I can't get away with being overweight. You feel me? I know my place and I know my reality and I know how hard I gotta work. Some guys don't know that, man. A lot of incel, all these dudes, heed and succeed, and they don't know their reality. They're delusional. You know, short, bald guy. All these incels, man, they just don't know their reality. The reality that, nigga, you don't have the luxury to sit around all day and do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have the luxury to not chase the bag. You don't have that luxury, bro. You feel me? And now that I'm getting older, it's getting more important to be lean and muscular because I already got my age working against me, man. The age pill is kicking in. So I can't be not disciplined, bro. I've been watching some of my favorite heroes like Bruce Lee, Michael J. White. You know, all these guys, man, they live a really disciplined life. They're not drunks, bro. You know, Bolo from Enter the Dragon, remember him? He's still alive. He's still, because of his diet, bro, he's gonna live a long time. You feel what I'm saying? And I realized I calmed down on drinking because I realized that if I keep doing this, I'm not gonna be able to live a long life. I'm gonna be dead in my 50s, man. So I said, man, do I really wanna like pass out or pass away early? Or do you wanna have a longer life? So now I'm cleaning up my diet. Like tonight, we definitely have just a salad for dinner and shit like that. You know, what we gonna have for lunch? With some chicken and rice again. You know what I'm saying? It's all about change, bro. And then change, it make you feel good too, man. When you start making progress, when you know you don't put down the bottle and you ain't drinking as much and you start seeing results, you start seeing your face look better and stuff, it's like, oh man, I'm making progress. And then you start seeing females pay attention to you more. Like Little Seven, for some reason, kept looking at me today. Yesterday. You know what I'm saying? My face is starting to look more leaner, man. And self-sabotage is real, man. You know, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I had to check myself, man. You know, and then I think about my future kids. I'm like, I gotta live long enough to be a father until I'm like 75, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to live until 75. That's it. But when I start having children, I gotta think about living longer. So then diet gonna have to come in. Like once I fucking like get off the streets or whatever, there's gonna be a strict diet, and every single meal gonna have vegetables, lean meat, rice, chicken or steak. You know what I'm saying? Exercise on the regular, clean up my diet, no boozing every night, bro. You feel me? I've been watching too much of that goddamn them incel cartoons because I'm using the word bro a lot more. Dude showed up on the scene. He had a total transformation, and they were like, he even talks in Chad. Like Chad got his own language. you know, you know. But that dark stuff, bro, that's what's gonna keep you in your situation, bro. You feel me, bro? I'm talking in Chad right now, It's just like, bruh, stop thinking about that, man, and get out here and chase this bag. Like, you can't afford to be lazy, man. Some niggas, they just rather just take themselves out of the game than get out here and compete. I'd rather get out here and compete than take myself out of the game, bro. Cause to me, that's some weak shit. That's some pussy shit, bro. You feel me? That's some motherfucking weak shit, bro. That means you a weak ass human being, and you don't got no balls. You ain't got no guts, man. You ain't got no survival skills. You know what I'm saying? You can't motivate nobody, bro. In the midst of the danger, bro, you got to become like Bruce Lee, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to become like Bruce Lee. Like, motherfuckers, when the midst of the danger come around, motherfuckers running, duck and hide. Like, if I was hanging out with Heat and Secede, when it's time to fight, he probably would run the other way, bro. I'd be like, look at this motherfucker, man. He gonna leave me hanging to fight with these other two dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or if I took that nigga camping, the first sign of a rat, he would jump up into the tree, man, like a little scaredy girl. I'm like, bro, that's just a fucking rat. Get your ass down from that tree. I can see myself doing that shit, bro. You feel me? So now, I'm looking different now. My face is looking different. Even just like 2 days of not drinking, it's just, your face just looks totally different. You feel me? Oh yeah, it's time to get a hoodie, man. It's getting cold out here now. Somebody told me to watch out for the energy drinks, man, but I can't drink coffee, man. I need my energy, man. Like, man, dude, man. I don't know, man. Your parents, I always blame it on the parents, man, because your parents is the first teachers of life, man. And if they not hard on you when you're young, it's going to be kind of hard to get to be a grown man and then all of a sudden become a go-getter, bro. That's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to do. The reason why I'm the way I am because I was in martial arts for a long time. So I know when you keep chasing after something, eventually you're going to get it. Like me, I kept on chasing belts, capoeira belts, and I kept getting them because I kept chasing them throughout the years. I spent 12 years of my life training seriously, man. So that's the reason why I am the way I am. But it's kind of hard to tell a couch potato, get out there and become, Jean-Claude Van Damme or Bruce Lee or somebody. So I understand. It's kind of hard to make a transition from a guy who never really liked school, you know what I'm saying, from the get-go, and tell him to go to school and get good grades and shit if he hasn't been going to school his whole entire life. So the parents kind of screwed you guys over. Your parents supposed to have been hard on you about that school and about getting good grades and shit like that, man, and coming over to check up on you and see if you're getting good or bad grades. And if you're getting bad grades, your parents, they got to take discipline on you, man. Take away your fucking Nintendo or Super Nintendo or whatever. I'm thinking about Super Nintendo from back in the day. Take away your PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? You can't hang out with your friends for a month. You're grounded. You feel me? So a lot of motherfuckers gotta understand, man. It all starts in the home. Your parents. Your parents should have been hard on you in school. You would have came out different. You would have went to college and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these athletes knew they were doomed. There's a lot of strange looking motherfuckers in the NBA, bro. And they tall and sub-5. They knew they wasn't gonna get no women, bro. So they went out to basketball, man. What can I say, man? Only the strong gonna survive, man. Only the strong survive, bro. You feel me? Let me go get me a energy drink. Some guy said, man, watch out for the energy drinks, bro. They don't give you heart problems. I'm like, I'm only drinking once every other day, man. Today we're gonna work out though. So I'm gonna get one, man. Right now. That's the only thing that'll save you is money, man. I can't explain it anymore, man. My stuff. I gotta keep an eye on my stuff. Hello. Good morning. I can't see. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta get some more money in my backpack. I thought I had enough. Be back. Didn't have enough. Yeah, man, so you're gonna make sure that, man, we don't get that privilege of sitting around. Guys who are average and below average looking nowadays because of technology and the way things is going with the dating apps, we don't have that privilege of just doing nothing. So then we get punished for it, you see? You feel me? We get punished. That means women gonna look at us as a loser, bum, scrub. You feel me? You're just not gonna get very far in life at all. Where's that shit, man? I guess we go fly a sign right now, man. It's early right now. I thought I had more money in my bag. I don't know why. Whatever, man. I got lazy yesterday. I didn't fly a sign. I didn't fly a sign. And the thing is with me, bro, the age pill will kick my ass, man. I'm getting older, and I'm not looking like I used to look, man, and shit like that. And the age pill exists. I know that. You know, my skin is not as tight on me as it used to be, man. You know, we gotta go fly a sign. We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Come back. Man, they want $4 like an energy drink, bro. $4. Over here is $3. $3 at the at Lucky Liquors. Shit. I'll come back and get it later. So, we don't get that luxury, man. And that's why I try to communicate to you guys who are sub 5, below average looking, struggling in the dating market, and motherfuckers even around my looks level. Average looking dudes, we don't have that luxury to be unaccomplished, man. You know, women, they punish men who don't accomplish shit, bro. Especially by a certain age, man. You get a certain age, man, you looked at as a loser. And you ain't got nothing going on, man. Shit. Like me, I'm supposed to have $2 million in the bank. Shit. I'm 45. You feel me? I'm supposed to have a Porsche. You know, I'm supposed to have a condo or a house. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm late because I let a lot of things distract me, man. And I don't have that distraction no more, man. You feel me? So I blacked out all the distractions. You know? You know, I put on weight about 7 years ago. That was the worst thing ever. Women do not respect motherfuckers who are fat. You know what I'm saying? He can succeed, bruh. This is some of your own doing, though. See, the thing is, you're doing it to yourself. If you are putting on pounds and not watching, you know, the carbs and not working out, so when you get teased at school or if you're not getting women, you're doing it to yourself, bro. If you let like 27 years pass by without trying to make a change, you're doing it to yourself, man. You let how many years? 27? That guy who came around to my channel and said he'd been single for 27 years. Good Lord. God damn. He came around and said, man, I've been single for 27 years, man. I'm like, God damn, nigga, you've been single since the 90s, bruh. Come on, bruh. Man. Like, bruh, in that little small time, bruh, you could have accomplished so much. Matter of fact, it don't even take 27 years to accomplish anything. It takes about 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you could have been out of that situation, bro. Why are you not chasing the bag, bro? You're finished, bro. You feel me? You are finished out here. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you wasn't born with the looks of the height, but your brain is your most important asset on your body. So if you got a guy who's not intelligent, don't have good looks, he's done for it. Oh yeah. Because being stupid and having a low IQ at the same time with no looks, that's a recipe for like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a recipe for disaster. You don't have looks or height, so then you don't have a brain either. You're done for it, bro. You know? Anyway, man, I gotta find my sign. You guys have a good day, man. Get out here and live life, man. Chase this bag. Have accomplishments, bro. Long-term goals. Long-term goals. Long-term goals. I'm gonna keep on planting that shit in your head. When you after the bag, man, that's a long-term goal because it's not easy to get, but you can get it if you keep pressing for it, chasing after it, man. I gotta go fly my son. You guys have a good day. I'm out.